the stars lie a web of pearls, each gemstone a miniature world unto itself. Upon these worlds interconnected our stories are told, and the fate of creation hangs in the balance. Welcome to the Titan's Gift.
Greetings. Good evening and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Dread and Cirque. No, this is Titan's Gift Campaign.
Are you cheating on us? Start the intro.
All right, I'll say. It's because I did good evening instead of.
You didn't do greetings.
Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Titan's Gift Campaign, episode 24. I'm your DM and host Marty, joined by the Seattle crew.
That's us. We're the Seattle.
How is everyone doing tonight on this
good.
fine Tuesday evening?
It's pretty good. I paid my taxes yesterday.
You paid your taxes? Well, that's Luke's update.
That's what's in my life. Ooh, the cat's on the wheel? I think you're muted, Matt, but...
Oh, God. There we go.
Cat attacking? What is
on the wheel? I'm gonna mute for that, but... Oh, there he goes.
Something's happening.
Wait, we want to see. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
It actually muses it.
Yeah, totally.
generating electricity.
Yeah, do you power your computer?
It's the Green New Deal, yo.
Right. It's a ice-powered action.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
We've got to have the grass, or the
Not on
mice can
command,
eat the grass, and the cat can eat the mice, and the cat goes on the wheel, and it's a circle of life. I've got my light bulb.
Hakuna Matata.
All right, so taxes and cat wheel. Neil, Levi, you guys gotta top that.
Yeah, bar's pretty high.
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
My home is not cat powered. I'm a very average person, I guess, at this point.
It's all right.
I'm
There's
just
early
waiting.
adopters and late adopters. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, I'm just ready to play tonight. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, right?
Oh, man.
Awesome. Good stuff. I'm just gonna tweet the universe. Levi, what's going on with you?
That's it. That's lack of cat powered.
It's really bumming you out, huh?
I'm pretty bummed.
Oh, I think the Montreal Not Americans won.
Oh, that is awesome. Montreal lives to fight another day by beating the best team in the league. Turning that off, and let's play some Dungeons and Dragons. Why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? We called Game 23 Hags to Riches.
What didn't happen last game?
The party takes control of a strange crab-like vehicle called the Apparatus of Qualish. Luudo assumes captainship. The party discovers a miniature forest realm and battles Baba Yaga's minions within.
We also discovered a room with a crystal at the center.
Oh, yeah.
A treant guardian, tasked with finding the weapon that never breaks. With the crystal being the crystal that breaks all weapons.
Right. It seemed like a thankless task, perhaps.
Yes.
We also
Baba Yaga's given a lot of people thankless tasks.
We also discovered that the henge in the other room was where some sort of druid cursed the gods and then killed himself with a bolt of lightning. For whatever that was worth.
I will add these details. So they find a strange druidic henge that is haunted by the spirit of a druid that committed suicide in said henge. You found, what was the other thing? What was the treant's name? meets not willow
Yeah.
bark. It was the icky one.
Yeah, what was his name?
I could just go into the hut and look.
Yeah, it's. Oh, that's a good point. I have it written down. Where?
His name is Wormwood.
Yes, Wormwood.
The party meets Wormwood, the treant that has been tasked with finding the weapon that doesn't break. Zephyros discovers a chamber with
Oh yeah.
hundreds, if not thousands, of wizards' arcane bonds.
Yeah.
Nice.
And,
Yes.
And
Like whole lines of them.
and preserved familiars. He avoids that room. They discover a miniature forest realm and battle Baba Yaga's minions. During the battle, they discover that Tech's sword is cursed, causing him to go berserk.
Cursed or just like really motivates him, you know?
I think Pharisee did realize that he's under a compulsion when he's fighting with the sword.
Yeah.
Okay, I think after we left off, you were using the apparatus to dig a box of treasure at the bottom of this pristine pool.
Yeah, the fish was watching us.
Yep. You didn't find the koi fish. It seemed to have made its escape. You did detect that there was some dimensional magic, perhaps, that was deep within the pool, almost like there was a horizontal field of magic that you might be able to pass through. You drag the treasure up to the top. You have searched the hags of their belongings and found a few things on the treant as well. Witherroot, of course, being chopped to bits as the inch damaged Texarak Gagat with the sword of berserking did a awful number on the treant.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, let me force you guys to that particular map, and then we can kind of pick up from there. Foxfire, how's it going? Okay, so you've got a box of treasure. You've got some things that you've pulled off the hags. I've added some stuff to the gear and treasure sheet. There's a box of gemstones, some objects of art that are not radiating magic, including a carved stone idol of a great cat, a gold statuette of a female noblewoman, some gold rings, some ivory drinking horns, a marble idol of a multi-armed snake demoness, an ornate masterwork silver flute, a porcelain mask, a silver and glass decanter, 2 silver rings with aquamarines and 2 silver dragon statuettes, a number of coins, gold, silver, and copper, a masterwork cold iron trident, a masterwork mithril morning star.
Cool.
There were 4 wands, a magic pearl, and an amulet, as well as a second amulet coming off of the green hags and treant, respectively. The hags also had a bit of spell components. This is all underneath unidentified. You've kind of collected it up. I don't know if you're stopping now to sift through this stuff. Even though I put down what they were, nothing here is terribly difficult to identify. It just might be time consuming.
I suspect we're going to take a little bit of time here. I'd like to harvest some heartwood from the treant if I can.
Okay, the treant is a gigantic tree creature, so yeah, you could definitely carve up the treant.
I'll start walking around the perimeter of this place. I know that it's like there's some sort of artificial barrier. I'm gonna look around, find the confines, see if there's any other doors.
You can actually search the place.
Yeah.
Okay, so while Pharisee is spending time chopping up Witherroot, we'll say that Tech is just sitting by the queen because he has this dull understanding that she's the boss. Form up a group that is going to go search the trees.
I mean, at least us.
Professor? Anyone else going with Professor?
Yeah, I can't find my token.
Oh, it's underneath the
There it
apparatus.
is.
You and Manny are inside the shell of the
I'm
beast.
gonna open the hatch and look at Manny like, I think we need some fresh air.
And wine. He goes over to the basket where they were offering the port or
Careful
whatever.
with that, the professor. Okay.
He's sniffing at it, and then you notice him wiggling his fingers, and he's got his iron holy symbol in his hands. As I think detect poison is an orison? Check.
I think it is, yeah. Yeah.
Yep, he's got detect poison, 0th level spell. So you notice he's like, don't touch that stuff.
Right.
But he does uncork the port and he begins drinking right out of the bottle. He did have to concentrate on every container.
Quite the skill you have there.
Faith. You can tell it's a Manny hint.
Right.
He knows that Luudo isn't terribly religious.
Right.
It might be one topic where Manny and you would not agree.
I'll be right back.
So I think Manny, Luudo, and I, and
Looks like Manny is gonna guard the Qualish thing.
Sorry. I was reading Manny's skills. We're doing what now?
Professor looks like he wants to go explore this strange forest realm.
Zephyrus is going to hold back as well with the Quilish. But he's going to keep an eye and see if he can just keep an eye on where the party's going at all times. Well, maybe not at all times, but as far as he can.
Everyone's damaged.
yes.
Gather around, I'll ask the war god to heal us.
Oh, that's convenient.
Sounds fun.
Tech gets up. Professor looks like he's got some damage. Luudo looks like he's fine. He begins to channel positive energy in a 30-foot circle around him. He's not a tremendously great healer, but he can do this 3 times per day. We'll see how this goes. His first one heals 8 hit points on everyone.
Splendid.
He sees that there are
Boom. Zephyrus is all healed.
Okay. Professor has 1 con damage. Manny still has ability damage. Tech has 27 damage, so that's 8. Brings him down to 19. I think it's just Tech that's injured, right? At this point?
In the apparatus, but
Yeah, he's not sure how to fix the apparatus.
yeah.
Makes sense.
He will do it one more time, given that Tech is injured. Or should he waste a spell to do that?
He seldom casts his spells. It might be worth doing.
He will burn a weapon of awe to cast a cure moderate wounds on Tech. That's 2d8 plus 4. 11 damage shield on Tech.
How long are they going to be exploring? The reason why I ask is I want to see if Zephyrus can maybe cast a couple of mending spells on the Qualish. Maybe that'll work.
Okay.
How long do they take?
10 minutes.
Yeah, I think he could at least get 1 off.
What is the weight of the Qualish? Because the target has to be up to 1 pound per level. So I can only mend something that's 5 pounds, I think, which is for 4 pounds. That's probably not going to do it, right?
No, the apparatus of Qualish is probably...
Yeah. I didn't realize I had that limit on the
It has a weight listed. The thing is hollow. It weighs 500 pounds.
Okay, I can't mend it. I'm sorry.
Which is worth marking down because when it's got all of its legs in, it would be easy to push. Like I think Manny and Zephyrus could get outside and push the thing if it got stuck.
But Zephyrus just ends up walking to the Qualish and goes, well, there goes that idea.
Yep. He thinks for a moment. Give me a spellcraft check while you're considering the Qualish.
Yeah, sure. 27.
Okay, you should probably look at the spell called Make Whole.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as the Qualish object is not destroyed, you can fix, you can heal objects. It's 5d6 per casting. It does take 10 minutes to cast. I don't know if you guys have the spell. It is a...
I actually have it, and I can bring it up immediately using my once per day, using my magic, using my ring, because it's a wizard spell.
Yep, you can arcane bond this if this is in your spellbook.
Yeah, it is in my spell book. I have not used my arcane bond yet today, so I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. You notice Zephyros basically goes up to the apparatus Qualish and begins to intone while he touches it. He's drawing arcane marks on it and then concentrating as he's going through some sort of spell. Manny just gives you a nod, like, go ahead. You'll watch the wizard who's concentrating on the spell.
Looks promising.
And Tech right now is slowly pulling out the cursed sword of berserking because he wants to help you chop up the treant.
No, I would prefer that not happen.
Okay, Pharisee jumps onto his hand. He gives you this happy chirp because he just likes. And he's like a puppy dog at this point in time. He likes being touched, I guess.
We have to be careful with this wood. This is valuable wood. I need to harvest it carefully.
Okay, he's pretty docile in his -5 int state.
Yeah, and fatigued.
And his strength. His strength is useful if managed properly.
Right. Yeah. I might get him to like pry if I need to crack anything or something like that.
Yeah,
but not with that sword.
Lumberjacking is a very difficult thing, especially for Pharisee with her 8 strength and small size.
Yeah. I'll definitely need his assistance, but hopefully a little bit more carefully. Okay. We might even be able to, if I can figure out exactly what I want, we might be able to crunch at it with the crab.
Okay. Between you and Tech, you should be able to get enough wood. You could chop this thing up into pieces and get at the inner parts.
I just want, I don't want more than I can carry.
Okay.
Or more than Tech can carry. We'll have Tech carry a little bit of it.
Give me a knowledge nature, Pharisee, and we'll get back to you in a second. Professor Luudo, point to where you're going to start your investigation.
I think we're going to just go due north and then start going clockwise.
All right. So you go due north. You quickly find that there is a bit of a trail that cuts into the clearing, and the trail does fork.
You might take the left path, trying to find.
Actually, you could see forward to a door.
A door over here, Luudo. I'll walk up. Is it closed or open?
It is closed.
Great. I'll find the wall back there.
Yep. You just take a glance at where this thing goes. You notice that somebody has also stuck a piece of wood in the lock, kind of jimmying the lock.
Where else did we see that?
You also see that there are some footprints near the door. Like something has trunched in here. You can see some branches that have been broken, almost like somebody was practicing with their blades and chopped a good circle of foliage and branches.
I'm gonna give it a whirl. 17 survival. What do I know about these trails and what happened here?
Something comes out of here, and while at first you thought it was a blade, you're pretty certain that it's something hard, thin, like a rope or a chain that somebody in a 15-foot radius circle from the door whips at the trees.
Ooh. Wonder who's on the other side of that.
Whatever it is, it's humanoid and heavy, and approximately medium size.
Perhaps we shouldn't open this quite yet, so...
Yeah. Things are destroyed around it.
Yes, well... I'll listen with my ear against the door.
Okay, you don't hear anything. The door is closed, aside from the vine-like twig that is stuck into the keyhole.
It is curious, though. What could be on the other side?
I would suggest not pulling that twig out of that lock.
Yes, but maybe we could just take a quick peek.
Maybe your servant can do it while we stand away?
Yes, let's hide behind some trees here.
Very good.
Give me stealth checks as you guys are going to crack the door open. I assume you're going to crack the door open so you could still peek into where the door is opening. Okay, so you're all 10-foot squares. You're all pretty much on like piled up next to the door, so you can see it as it cracks open.
I don't hide very well.
Yep, I need some stealth checks.
13.
Okay, so I'm going to move the group of you back to Hut 01. Or I'll just find your tokens on Hut 01. Where did you guys go? There's Unseen Servant, Professor. Oh yeah, these are all in there. Convenient. Okay, you peek into the room. There is an odd-shaped corridor that sort of arcs to the left of the open door. You see a bunch of manacles and bindings in a pile near the door.
Oh, does it look like that room we were already in?
Yep, but one of the other doors to that room.
Can I tell which one? Like, bottom left, bottom right, top right. We came in top left.
Yep, you can tell.
Yeah, okay. We're on the map.
And you can also hear something moving around. Heavy footfalls, like it's in heavy armor, and it seems to be dragging chains.
I will quickly have the servant close the door and back away from the door.
Good.
Outside of that, like, trampled down 15-foot.
Okay, the creature is 100 feet away from you, around 110 feet away from you, around a slight door. So that's equivalent to a plus 14 on your stealth check. The servant can't make skill checks. Can't make skill checks above DC 10, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so let me roll the creature's perception check to see what the DC is. So oh, for fuck's sakes. The creature gets a 21 on its perception check. Minus 11, 14 for distance means that you can order your unseen servant to close the door quietly.
Yes.
The DC is minus 14. The DC is 7.
It can't perform any task that requires a skill check with a DC higher than 10, or
Yep.
that requires a check using a skill that can't be used untrained.
Yep.
Closing a door seems...
Closing a door quietly. DC 7.
Good luck.
It doesn't have any modifiers, so it's just a D20 roll. You need to get 7 or higher.
Oh, it actually rolls. Nice.
Well, yeah, because it's the thing is 100 feet away around a corner.
It got 2.
Okay, so the thing closed the door. Luudo, you're wincing a little bit because the door kind of like, yeah, it made sort of a little bit of a slam. The unseen servant feels no shame, so it didn't think it did anything wrong.
Yeah, it obeyed the command.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
shame it.
I will back away from the trampled down area.
Okay. Let's go back to
And Luudo will follow suit.
Let's go back to Hut 02. You guys shut the door. You heard something moving around in there. You know where this goes. This goes to the what did you call that room?
Jailhouse?
Yeah.
Okay, the jail room.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Museum of Horror.
And given that you've already, it must be the same illusion, because Professor, you can see through the illusion at the edge of the wall,
Yeah.
and you can tell that there's illusion that just is trying to make it look like it's the rest of the forest continuing on.
It's just like a stone wall.
It's just a stone wall. Yeah.
Okay. I'll follow the path this way. Shall we, Luudo?
We better.
Okay. Doesn't take you long to move through the trail. You do find a cross trail at this point.
Go take a look.
Okay, this little trail leads to sort of a roundabout, and Luudo, this would be a really good place to hide to spy upon the rest of the clearing.
Yeah.
Does it look like anyone was spying on us from here?
When you're talking in that close, however, fair to say you could hear that the professor's talking from the woods, and you didn't quite expect him to be there.
Professor,
Yes.
I hope that's you.
Oh, yes, it's me.
And it's me, Luudo.
Okay.
Oh, the ghost of Luudo.
Pixel
Right
comes
now,
in,
I believe you all.
appears and then disappears and goes back to you. Is he telling the truth? Is he dead?
I'll keep like detecting magic as I go along.
Yeah, between the illusion and the nature of this place, minor auras could easily go unnoticed, but you're not seeing anything that is hopping out at you. Pretty soon, you explore the path, and you come back to the door that leads to the museum,
I'll
to the Grim Museum area.
Yeah, I'll try and continue circumnavigating.
Okay, there is no trail on the left-hand side.
Is there like heavy brush, or could I just?
Yeah, it's a heavy brush. People don't seem to walk through it. You can walk through it, but it's just difficult terrain. You find a little bit of a clearing. Walk up into a clearing. Peeking through the brush, you might see another trail just inside the brush.
I'll make my way to the trail.
Okay, kind of like huffing through some bushes, and Luudo for you is just kind of ducking underneath some branches, and a really out of place leaf-colored staircase leads up.
Ooh.
More stairs, huh?
And then a trail that continues.
Take a quick look up, see where this one goes.
I mean, yeah, we're here. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, you know, some sort of chain monster
Some
in
sort
a
of-
dungeon.
I bet there's more chains at the top of this. Or at least restraints.
I'll start sneaking up. Just to. Is it going up or down?
We'll say it's going up.
I'll start sneaking up as quietly as 19 can go.
Okay.
And just want to peek through and see if I recognize the room. I'm not trying to go too deep into here.
Jesus. All right. You guys are going up the stairs. I gotta open up a file.
Sorry.
It's all right.
You weren't expecting
No,
this word.
the place is gargantuan.
Yeah, this place is massive.
Attendance gift modules. Baba Yaga. It's just the rule of prep. You prep the wrong things.
Always.
Always.
It's always the thing that players don't do.
Okay, let's keep on going.
So this one is 30. So there are at least 30 entrances and exits in this place.
Maybe we're not supposed to notice the number.
Yeah, right.
I covered it up
Oh,
for,
yeah, you
for a
did.
period of time.
Yeah, I remember there was just a green patch there.
At this point, I think we figured out it's big,
Yeah.
and there's not it's not a secret that it's big.
Yeah. What are these strange runes? Some sort of deformed circle.
Okay. There are leaves up the steps. Pretty soon, you seem to be traveling like between rooms, like it's a spiral staircase with stone along either side. There are old scrapes and other things along the stone. I'm going to expose a map on Hut 04, I believe.
It's a big hut.
Yep. So I need to make Hut 04 map player visible and force you to the hut. Cached. And I will grab your tokens, which I think I still have pasted. Good.
Jabba the Hutt before? Ooh.
Okay. The group of you is coming up the stairs, and you can hear some. You hear like a scratchy sort of sound.
I'll stop and I'll nudge Luudo and like give him the nod like he's much better stealthing. Maybe he should, and he's smaller, maybe he should take a look and I'll wait here.
Just give him a little nod and then do his vanishing trick. So 44.
What languages do you guys speak?
Nothing. I'm a simple man.
I speak trade, common, low on quantity, high on quantity, language of the dead, station can, giant, halfling, sylvan, green.
Did you say draconic?
No.
Okay. Luudo, you sneak to the stairs and the door. Actually, you can't hear anything beyond the door. The door's not open yet. It has a lock on it.
Right. Of course. Ludo's going to attempt a stealthy picklock.
Okay.
May not be locked.
Oh, sorry. It's spiral stairs. Never mind.
Yeah.
You guys can hear up the stairs. My
I was
bad.
confused.
My bad. There's so many doors on here that I thought it was one of the doors. Yeah, you can hear something speaking in a different tongue. But Luudo, you recognize some of the words it's saying. Some of the words it's saying are alchemical terms.
Crystal, calcium, crystalline, carbon.
Am I still close to the professor? Have I wandered up?
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, you guys aren't quite fully up the stairs yet when you can hear into the room. Luudo, you can also smell the telltale smells of a really busy or large alchemist laboratory. There are chemical smells that you recognize.
I think the crawling hand will follow Luudo.
Okay.
Ludo's going to do his best to peek over the crest of the stairs and see who might be mixing up some good stuff.
Awesome. Well, you see There is a small robe. Lots of bottles along the belt. It's holding some beakers in its hands. It seems like there's a space for a tail. The tail is transparent, and it's missing a head.
Invisible man, invisible lizard,
Invisor.
invizard.
And it's doing stuff. The alchemy lab perhaps was once grand. It does look like there are a lot of broken bottles and things that are disturbed in the lab. Let me get you a token for the...
Invisor.
Yeah. It's speaking to itself. As it's preparing something, you don't recognize exactly what it's preparing. We'll call it invisible lizard because that's what you named it. You can smell some dangerous and perhaps even toxic chemicals in the room.
Is this a little bit?
It's suspiciously floating from desk to desk, and there's a weird essence.
Filling the robes that is slightly phantasmal.
And what was your stealth?
Nat 20 out of 44.
Oh,
Okay.
so
Good luck seeing me.
There are 4 other doors in this room and another staircase that leads down.
Invisibility gives you plus 20 on your stealth check.
Yep.
Okay. The hand has a 37 stealth.
It seems, despite the broken beakers and somebody's mistreatment of the lab, this doesn't look like age caused it to fall apart. It looks like somebody threw a tantrum and broke a lot of stuff.
Hey, at least we're not the only people trashing this place up, you know?
Yeah.
but the creature is very strange looking, and it's hissing in a sibilant tongue.
You're sort of spying on it.
It is brewing
What looks like a
potion.
Where are these doors? One's right next.
Yeah, the big white blocks are doors.
My
I think-
map tools doesn't show anything.
I think the hand has probably seen, quote unquote, seen enough. It will come back down to the stairs to me.
Without doing, yeah, Luudo's gonna head down before he gets into something he can't get out of.
Okay, give me a craft alchemy check.
I will do that as soon as Oh, nice. 20.
He's probably about an hour away from completing whatever his potion is.
Okay.
You'd have to get closer to the components to see what it is, but you could see that he has like a condenser set up, and it's like dripping, and it looks like it's almost completely full.
Is it beer that doesn't give you a hangover?
No, it is in much too small quantities to be beer.
Hard liquor?
Perfect.
You'd have to get closer to identify the specific components, but
Right.
it is brewing a potion.
Okay, good enough. I'm gonna go back down the stairs and
Okay, creeping back down like a cat. The group of you starts to head back down the stairs. Meanwhile, back in the forest realm where the birds are chirping and
Chain monsters unleashed while we're just off somewhere else.
yeah, Manny, Zephyros has finished his spell. Give me the hit points that you heal.
I believe it's 5d6.
That's correct.
Okay, so the make whole goes off.
Healing the apparatus of Qualish.
23.
Oh, that's a good
That
one.
is an excellent
roll. Yeah, so the apparatus Qualish, half of the damage has been restored.
Nice.
It still has 21 damage though.
Couple of dents come out of the
Manny
room.
gives you a nod and then
Kind of glances over his shoulder as you realize that there's something standing at the end of the trail looking at all of you.
Oh, yeah. This is a chain monster?
Chain monster.
it does look like a brawny humanoid wrapped in chains.
Come here, little fella. Hey, buddy. We won't hurt you.
The chains are moving like they are snakes.
Many of them have barbs,
Necro snakes?
not necro snakes.
Damn it. I'll never see him again.
This looks a little more chitin-like.
And he's like, good job. And then you heard a rattling of chains. What was your knowledge nature roll, Matt?
27.
Okay, so over 10 minutes or
20 minutes or whatever it was, you have enough of the
internal wood for your devices. And were you looking for something specific on the tree end?
No, I just wanted to get a good chunk of wood. You know, maybe make a box out of it. Maybe make a buckler, a small buckler out of it.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
Um,
And maybe if there's some really nice wand-like sections of branches.
Okay, we'll say that you've got
Zephyros can also carry some stuff if he needs to.
you've got 4 potential wand pieces and a little bit of like side planking that you can make a box out of. You just finished kind of arranging that while Zephyros finished his spell when the chain thing has appeared at the edge of the. The chains, like it was dragging behind it,
it puts out its hands behind it. The chains seem to be disappearing into its flesh, like the chains perhaps live inside the creature as well.
Cute.
It's going to talk to you.
or at least try.
Nice. What language does this chain monster
I hope
speak?
he's a British butler type.
Oh, are you lost over there? Perhaps I could change your tune.
I think we're leaving.
Jokes the 2 assholes that saw it didn't let you guys know that it was there and fucked off.
We were quiet. We were quiet.
Never mind the peanut gallery right here.
You don't belong here.
Who's it saying that to?
It's just shouting out across the field. The group of you.
In what language is it saying that?
It's got an accent. You can't place the accent, but it is saying it in common.
Chain common?
If we stay in these bushes, there's no consequences.
You will come with me for questioning.
Zephyros turns to him and says, "We will not."
Okay, 2 chains have now dropped off the creature and are now slithering through the grass towards you.
Oh no.
As we need to roll initiative.
Oh no. Sorry guys.
Silly.
I thought the chain monster didn't notice us. That's my bad.
Let me find a token for the chains.
Chains keep us together.
That was just.
Running in the shadows.
I was like, Fleetwood Mac CD cover would be too much.
Oh, sorry guys. I really didn't mean to unleash the chain monster.
Are you saying that as Luke, who knew what the role was, or are you saying it as the professor who didn't know what the role was?
Okay, so it's dropped a couple coils of chains that are snaking through the grass like snakes,
And the creature is coming out of the field. It looks like it's going to make a slow march towards you. Keep in mind these are 10-foot squares, and I'll also get Luudo, Professor, and to roll initiative as well because they're on their way back down the stairs at this point. I'm not going to leave you totally out of this.
Thanks. I mean, we did cause the problem, so maybe like a chance to make amends.
Well, you'd run into like the chain monster several times now, or this is the second time?
We haven't ever actually seen it.
Okay.
We just like know there's something that walks around in that room.
I'm also going to leave the koi fish on the initiative sheet because he's just in the pool watching what you guys are doing.
Don't like that.
I don't either, Marty.
Animated chains, and then we've got the chain devil is what we'll call it. The chain jailer. There we go. And we're going to spell it the weird old-timey way, Gale.
Ah, right. That's the good stuff.
Chain Gaolor has got +7 on his initiative. And the koi fish got a +5, and the animated chains. I gotta find something. This would be animated object Pathfinder.
Do the chains count as armor?
It has got enough chains on him that they may very well be armor. These two chains are moving at +1 to their initiative. And
I know where you're going with that, Luke. And I like it.
Luudo, did you roll initiative?
What happens if you add chains
I
to
got
more
a
chains?
16 and Manny.
16, got it.
Yeah, and Manny got a 10.
10. Mockernum's not here. The koi fish gets a 19. The animated chains get a 6. These are rolls, just native rolls on the d20s.
Remember when you tricked Makanam into thinking you were dead?
This weekend at Bernie's, the old weekend at Bernie's illusion.
That was a good one.
Tech,
That was
shall I use the sword?
That's what Tech says as he turns to Pharisee.
No, I think the man with the chains is right. We should probably go.
Where are we going?
Back to the museum.
Okay. Tech is going to, as a move action, pick Pharisee up underneath a couple of his bottom arms, and then moves backwards 40 feet. We are going to the museum
For now.
for now. The koi fish actually surfaces. Oh, you're fucked now. Is what.
Oh, buddy.
It plays around in the water, splashes happily. Man, he gives it a look like he doesn't like it. Luudo, give me a perception check. The DC is probably like 14 with distance up the stairs and from the yelling creature.
13.
13? Okay, so you're spending more time. Your heart's in your chest as you were seeing some strange lizard apparition in a weird lab that looked like it had been destroyed, and you were just trying to sneak away without getting that monster's attention. And you're just slowly moving back, like you're not in any particular hurry this round. Zephyros, the apparatus has got its back hatch open. You finished healing it. This chain thing has issued demands. The koi fish has come up to taunt you.
I just wanted to check, can I pick up this Quellish, or is it too heavy for me?
It is 500 pounds and
that's heavy. Yeah. Okay.
A colossal size. I'm not saying no,
Okay.
you are large, so it's like, can I pick up the wagon kind of thing. What is your strength?
I am checking for you. My strength is 22.
Okay, so before I look up the exact thing, Zephyros might be able to pick it up. Are you trying?
Manny can give you a strength surge.
I will pick it up. Well, first of all, do we want to actually take this with us? That's the first question. Given that we're being attacked, it probably doesn't matter at this point. We probably can't take it out of this place.
I will die for this machine.
You're pretty goddamn strong. You might be able to lift this thing.
But then I won't be able to move, right?
There are 2 medium-sized seats inside with 1 butt cheek in each seat. You could actually go and sit in it.
What?
Right. Just him though, like he takes up the whole thing.
Like you could double wide the.
It's got a trunk though, so you can pull 3 levers.
Pull some levers. Yeah, you could climb inside the thing if you wanted to.
No, I don't think. I think Zephyrus is going to let this thought fly.
Okay.
I guess your heavy load is 1,500 pounds.
Yeah.
With a 20 strength, your light load is 260 pounds.
And he's large.
You can lift up 800 pounds and still move around. That's your absolute highest thing. You could lift up and stagger around, I think 1,600 pounds. You could push something like 2,000.
We should make a little chart for you after this.
Yeah, we should make a little chart so that I know. But basically, if I'm understanding, sorry, my daughter bothered me there, so I lost my concentration. But I can pick this up if I wanted to, and then I can move kind of normally.
Yeah, you would be a little bit slowed in your movement.
Like 15 instead of 30 or something.
Let's see. Encumbrance, medium load means you are moving 20 instead of 30.
Okay, and is it going to cost me part of my movement to pick it up, or can I just pick it up and move?
As a move action, you're going to go
and pick it up, and then you'll take a move.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so
I'll do that. Why not?
Zephyros, Manny's like jaw drops as he sees Zephyros. Gonna stick one arm inside the thing because its hatch is still open. He kind of cups underneath it. It rolls onto Zephyros's belly. His trunk is flapping over top of it, and he lifts the whole thing up, and then moves back with it 20 feet. On this map would be 10. He's waddling around with it. I believe this goes into your 20. It is just under. It is in your medium load.
Which isn't even that bad. You just can't you can't run with it.
Okay. So in other words, I should be able to do 30 in my next round.
20 and 20.
Oh, sorry, 20. Sorry, yeah, that's right, 20.
Okay, so Zephyros is picking this thing up and moving it around.
This now counts as something that I'm carrying, right?
Yep.
He really likes the crab thing, doesn't he? Says the koi fish. The chain jailer is not impressed. He is just not enthused with the likes of you. He is going to slowly, like a stalking horror show villain, just stride slowly and methodically into the field. That's 15 feet.
Jeez, this thing can move quickly.
30 feet. It double moves into the field. It is now threatening Manny. Its chains slowly whipping along the side. Professor?
5 perception. I am oblivious to any of this happening as I happily meander my way down the stairs with Luudo.
Yeah, you guys are just kind of coming down the stairs. You don't realize anything's wrong yet. Manny realizes there's something wrong. If no one's sticking around to fight this thing, he is not sticking around to fight. He's going to do a grace spell, which allows him to make a move. It's a swift action that allows him to move without AOs.
Nice.
So he's going to use that to basically cover retreat. He will swift action move, and then I guess he could bean it with a standard.
Or hit the fish.
Nah, he's gonna hit the chain devil. Give me a d20 roll for Manny.
Where is the fish? Oh, sorry. Oh, 1d20.
The fish was just mocking you guys. The tree devil looks.
10. Right down the middle.
You
man.
rolled a 10. You add 13 for his sling staff.
Holy shit.
He's going to deadly aim, so that's 11. So 21. This thing's AC is 21. You clocked it.
And he nailed it.
Be 2d6 plus 16.
16. Holy hell. 23.
Okay, the 23 becomes 18 damage.
Uh-oh.
The thing snapped its head off to the side. You can see a couple links of chain fell off of it, and it looks really pissed. I think it pissed it off. Pharisee.
Pharisee's going to cast Obscuring Mist.
Cavalry
There.
retreat. Okay.
Because that radiates from self.
Yep.
I think the museum might be a better choice.
Animated chains. You can hear them slithering through the grasses.
And I see him because I can see through mist.
Yep.
Approximately.
Makanam's not here. Tech is using his superior movement to just double move to the door, carrying Pharisee. He gets all
Let's
the way to
wait
the door.
here for the others.
Okay, he puts you down and turns around and just sort of waits. Oh, he's brainless.
Pixel's over here too.
Koi fish is laughing at you, and let's see what the koi fish can do. It's gonna cast some wishes.
Huh.
If fishes were wishes.
Fishes were wishes, exactly.
Man, that chain devil sure doesn't have like abundance of pixels.
Oh, is it a little pixelated? Oh well. Oh, let me clear my throat here. Okay, Professor and Luudo can hear that.
I think the fish is back.
Ooh, we better be quick.
Luudo?
Can Luudo... We've reached the bottom of the stairs at this point.
Yeah, you're about to, if you run out, you'll reach...
Am I able to see the pond with the fish?
No, you're kind of at the stairs and you're about to go out.
So I can't see anything that's going on, right?
Nope, you can hear the fish clearing its throat or making noise.
I'm just going to move out.
Okay.
Unknowingly.
Along the side of the stairs?
Yeah, I can't see. I don't. My maps are
Okay.
You did a single move. Now you see it. You see that
There's something weird that's not Manny standing at the side of the pond, and the fish is splashing around in the pond making noise, and something moving through the grass. You can't quite tell from here what it is, but you can see two depressions plowing their way through the grass.
So I've moved 5 feet. Can I?
No, that's a move. These are 10-foot. These are 10-foot squares. So you moved out from the stairs and around, and you're looking. You have a standard or a move left.
My standard action being, God, I'd love to shock the shit out of those things.